Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and on this first video I'll be covering my predictions for League A of the UEFA Nations League 2018-2019. In Group 1 we have Germany, France and the Netherlands. I think this will be a really interesting group because we have three teams at very different sides of the spectrum. We have France, which is the current world champion and has a very young and talented squad. We have Germany, which only 4 years ago was the best team in the world, but now we'll have to go through a rebuilding process after its failure and its group stage exit in the last World Cup. And we also have the Netherlands, which is really suffering as of lately, having missed out on the last two major competitions, Euro 2016 and the World Cup 2018, and is still struggling to re-find its once golden team from the previous years. Because of this, I think that the Netherlands will find themselves in last place and easily relegated. Meanwhile, I think there will be a real fight for the top of the group between France and Germany. However, in the end, by maybe just a small margin of points, I think that France has a better overall team and shall be able to make it to the Final Four. Now let's move on to the next group, where the participating teams are Belgium, Switzerland and Iceland. Belgium obviously comes from a very strong performance at the World Cup, finishing in third place. Switzerland, I think, too, did a very good World Cup and were pretty unlucky to be eliminated by Sweden and not make it farther than the round of 16. While Iceland, after an amazing Euro 2016 performance, I think finished below some expectations at the World Cup, but still, considering its tiny population, did a very good job. To sum it up, I think that Belgium will comfortably make it to the top position in the group and advance to the Final Four. Meanwhile, I think that the real battle in this group will be between Switzerland and Iceland, in order to avoid that relegation place. However, ultimately, I think that Switzerland will have something more and knock Iceland down a division. Now let's continue on with Group 3. The participating teams in this group are Portugal, Italy and Poland. All three of these teams are currently in really bad form. Portugal, which is the current champion of Europe, suffered a really bad World Cup campaign, almost getting eliminated in the group stage by Iran and then getting defeated in the round of 16 by Uruguay. Italy obviously didn't even make it to the World Cup, finishing second in their qualifying group behind Spain and then getting eliminated in the playoffs by Sweden. And finally we have Poland, which went through one of the best qualifying campaigns of all the teams in the World Cup, but made a very bad figure in the World Cup, finishing in last place in a very easy group, which consisted of them, Japan, Senegal and Colombia. This was an extremely difficult group to predict, but in the end I had Italy finishing in first, Portugal in second and Poland in third. I think Italy will win this group and make it to the Final Four simply because they have a more well-rounded and organized team. Differently from Portugal, which mostly depends on the ability of Cristiano Ronaldo, and Poland, which is mainly led by the strike partnership of Lewandowski and Milik. Meanwhile, I think that Portugal will slightly edge up Poland for the second place, simply because they have a better team, and even though Ronaldo, especially, and all his supporting players are getting older and they're not the same team that we saw in the Euro 2016 that they won, I still think that they have a team which is slightly more solid and has more experience than the Polish team. The final group, Group D, consists of Spain, England and Croatia. I think this is probably the most well-balanced group because all three of the teams are similar in qualities and in capabilities. As of right now, I'd say that the best in form would have to be Croatia. They made an exceptional performance at the World Cup, losing only in the final to the French team. England also surprised many by going all the way to the semi-finals. And Spain, for the third major tournament in a row, failed and finished below expectations, getting eliminated by Russia in the round of 16. As I said before, this will be a very even and well-balanced group, and there will only be a few points separating the top and the bottom team. However, I think that in the end Spain will manage to win this group, simply because of the fact that even after key departures such as Iniesta or Piqué, I still think that they have a very solid team. They have a lot of young talents, and I think that they have just a little more than England and Croatia. I have England finishing above Croatia because I think that they show stronger performances in round robin tournaments as compared to Croatia, which was really strong at the World Cup. But I think that if the World Cup worked on a more round robin based competition with more games, I think that they wouldn't go as far as they want. And for that reason, I think that the final ranking will be as follows, with Croatia going down to the second division. So this was it for my prediction, guys. I'm aware I made some slightly controversial predictions there, but after all, keep in mind that this is just my opinion and nothing else. So yeah, thank you a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.